Hey everyone, Sage here. I'm going to be showing you guys something I've been working on today. Check this out. I think you're going to like it. This page right here. Check out this podcast. We're talking about customer experience research, AI agents, and the front lines of voice AI. So these two people discuss this podcast pretty often. It's called Voice AI. Highly recommend it. I'm the only person who've commented on their video, but I'm surprised because it's really good. Anyway, they share some deep research and some deep insights that I went ahead and analyzed. For some reason, I can't use advanced voice with ChatGPT right now. I'm not sure why. It's always been something I've been playing around with and use pretty often, but I can't access it right now. It says I have to be a pro user now, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. But I did a little bit of back and forth so I took the transcript of that conversation that they had, that discussion that was really good. And then I had ChatGPT go back and forth and analyze it with me and provide me with some insights. So we're going to be talking about those insights that it gleaned from that podcast. And then we're going to be seeing how to apply it to AI developments, because that's what I'm working on, right? How do I actually use this information for myself? So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start Grok. So, hey, Grok, you there?
Here.
All right. What can I call you?
Ara.
Ara? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So, hey, Ara, we're going to take a listen. This is Snoop Dogg. He's going to be reading an analysis of a podcast about voice AI insights, so the lessons that they've been learning for customer experience. Are you ready? Here we go. Take a listen.
Production and improved self-service. Voice AI is simply the critical underlying technology key lessons learned. The discussion highlights several fundamental shifts and lessons for anyone designing a voice AI strategy. Voice AI is an enabler, not the goal. The most urgent CX priorities remain business outcomes like cost reduction and improved self-service. Voice AI is simply the critical underlying technology to achieve them. The strategic focus must always remain on the business objective, not the tool. Quality is the main bottleneck to adoption. Customer interest in automated self-service is high, but actual adoption lags significantly. The reason is a quality and reliability gap. Customers will only embrace voice AI if the experience is consistently successful and frictionless. The challenge has shifted from if we can automate to how well we can automate. The innovator's dilemma is real in CX. Large enterprises are often hampered by legacy technology stacks and established mindsets, making it difficult to pivot quickly. In contrast, nimble startups are achieving rapid growth by building vertical-specific solutions from scratch on modern, LLM-based platforms.
All right.
Quality's king. Nobody's sticking with glitchy AI that drops calls or mishears orders. And yeah, big companies get stuck in their old ways, while startups just bulldoze through with fresh tech. Makes you wonder how long the giants keep fumbling before they catch up. What's your take?
Well, my take is that we learn from the experience of others and apply it as best practices for ourselves. What are some ways that you could apply what you've learned already based on this research? And what would you recommend for a person like me, who's essentially a startup, a voice agent operating system developer startup, who's solving problems for businesses like real estate investors, capital raisers, and coaches as well?
Fair. Stealing lessons is smarter than reinventing the wheel. From this, I'd focus on nailing reliability first, test every voice flow until it's bulletproof, so customers don't hang up in frustration. Prioritize natural, context-aware responses over fancy features. Your users in real estate or coaching want speed, not gimmicks. Since startups win by going vertical, tailor your system for their niche, like deal closing scripts for investors or lead nurturing for coaches. Keep it modular on modern platforms, not legacy junk, so you pivot fast. Oh, and measure every interaction for friction. Ditch what slows them down. What's your biggest hurdle right now?
My biggest hurdle is, I would say, getting started, actually building something and just putting it out there into the wild. So I may be overanalyzing stuff before I just get started, but you know what? Whatever. We're having fun learning, and I'm going to be applying these as I start building.
BPOs are evolving into technology integrators. The future value of BPOs lies less in providing frontline labor and more in their expertise as technology implementation and management partners. They are uniquely positioned to manage complex workflows. Further exploration is needed on how to practically identify and segment these customers and design customer journeys that seamlessly guide them to the right channel without alienating others. For agentic AI, as voice agents handle more complex tasks, traditional CX metrics like deflection and handle time become insufficient. New frameworks are needed to measure success, potentially including impact on customer lifetime value, changes in customer trust scores, and the complexity of issues resolved. Applying learnings from entertainment AI, the high engagement seen in conversational AI for gaming and social experiences holds valuable lessons. Research should explore how to ethically and effectively apply principles of narrative design and conversational dynamics from these fields to improve CX interactions without being trivial. Defining the future of the human agent, with the eye poised to handle most transactional work. A clear strategy is needed for the human workforce. This includes defining the specific skills, training programs, and career paths for elite human agents who will exclusively manage the most complex, high emotion, and high value customer interactions. From ChatGPT.
Okay, so that was from Gemini right there, and then we're going to listen to the one from ChatGPT. What are your thoughts based on what you heard there?
Solid. Gemini's calling out the tech stack mess. Legacy systems kill speed. Startups win by going niche with modern AI. For you, that means skip bloated integrations. Build lean, laser-focused on your crowd's pain, like real-time deal tracking for investors. Avoid the innovator trap. Don't overthink. Just ship. What's ChatGPT got for us?
It's going to be more of the same. I already went through it and listened to it, and there's a lot of overlap for sure. And yeah, I agree with you. Keep things lean, keep it simple, and solve the pain points that the clients are asking for. Don't invent problems that don't exist or solutions for problems that don't exist. At the same time, I want to build some cool stuff that really pushes the boundaries of this technology and really experiment. But I might have to do that more on my own time and building some things kind of on the side to experiment with. But as far as building the agents and operating systems, the voice agent operating systems for clients, I'm going to have to really listen to what their pain points are and then build the simplest version of whatever's going to solve their problem and just focus on solving the problem, keeping it real simple. But let's listen to what ChatGPT has to say.
Voice remains the trust anchor. 80% of customers still prefer phone support. Voice is trusted approximately 4 times more than digital chats. People call when issues are complex, urgent, or emotional.
8 out of
Enterprise
10
priorities
still want
cluster
a real
around automation
voice.
with quality.
Makes sense.
Top
Feels
high urgency
human.
items. Automate
And
more
4 times the
contacts.
trust?
Increase
That
self-service
means-
adoption. Better analytics. Integrate general AI/agentic tech. Reduce costs. General AI hype cool. Leaders now prioritize concrete use cases and measurable wins. Self-service quality gap. Demand for automation is rising, but adoption lags because experience is underperformed. Only approximately 3% of consumers rank conversational voice bots as their preferred self-service today. Standard IVR and portals still rank high due to habit and reliability. Agents at work, not a demo. Voice AI agents have moved from pilots to production. 1/3 of enterprises are live. Real-time features are becoming table stakes. Human work shifts upmarket. 98% expect human agents to handle more complex cases. Agent assist is a top priority. Startup traction versus enterprise inertia. Vertical, tightly scoped voice agents are scaling fastest. Big stacks and legacy NLP assumptions slow incumbents. LLMs require new mental models. BPO reality check. Success hinges on workflow engineering, change management, and ongoing QA of both humans and bots. Proven when cited. Agent assist, accent conversion and translation, expanding labor pools and coverage. Actionable items. 1 ship for adoption, not a demo. Start with 2. 4 high volume, low ambiguity and test with clean backend actions. Whole complex, emotional flows for humans. Define good with hard metrics. Containment, FCR, transfer rate, sex scores, and cost per resolution. Gate expansion on hitting these. 2, raise self-service quality. Build omni-channel journeys. Route customers most open to automation into voice AI. Don't force everyone. Add real-time must-haves. Fast VAD/turn taking, orange in, low latency TTS/STT. Interruption handling, robust retry/timeout
That
live.
was a lot.
Pair open-ended
But yeah,
dialogue plus structured
start with the
extraction.
boring
Use
stuff.
schemas for slot
High
capture.
volume, dead simple
Okay.
interactions. Like, what's your balance? Reschedule this. Because that's where people actually adopt self-service. Anything emotional or twisty, keep it human. And track the hell out of FCR, transfers, cost per call. That's your pitch. If you want to get fancy with low latency real-time voice or whatever, build it later, but only after you've proven the bot doesn't suck on the easy wins. Makes sense.
Whoa
with
there.
3
All right, you got some attitude. I kind of like it. All right, it's a little bit refreshing. All right, so we're going to continue this conversation. But one thing that I thought I would just highlight this is a use case of, what is it?
Pick up where we left off.
Okay, go
Real-time
ahead.
voice. So the use case, real-time, low-latency voice. In your world, imagine an investor calling in, saying, pull up last quarter's returns, and your system just reads them back instantly. Or a coach's client calls for a quick schedule change, and boom, it's done. Low hang time equals trust. Do that well, you don't have to be the slickest bot on the block. You just have to work. Everything else is gravy.
Yeah, I am going to focus on it. And it's the self-service. So like you have these self-service kiosks. I mean, one example is like when you go and order food at McDonald's or a lot of fast foods places are taking on this system, or it's been out and they're just a self-service kiosk. Well, you could have a voice agent that is taking the order. So it feels like a more human interaction as opposed to just typing everything in. Give people an option to, if they want to talk to it, they can, or they could type it in. I think that would be a very fun and applicable use case for a lot of companies. So we're going to continue this. So just take a listen here.
Validate before acting. Pre-treat agents and bots as one system. Deploy agent assist broadly. Track lifts in AHD/CSAT/QA. Build a triage layer. By right arrow assisted human right arrow specialist. Escalate on uncertainty. Sentiment, or policy triggers. Instrument dispositions across channels to find new automation candidates and to protect high LTV moments for humans.
Love it.
4 engineer workflows
Self-service
first.
voice beats
NAP
poking a
V2 flows
screen.
with API. Red team suites with synthetic calls for edge behaviors, interruptions, code switching,
Got it.
noise, accents,
Listening.
file production discipline. Stand-up bot QA is a formal function. Score dialogues, citations, policy adherence, and safe action rates. Run canary releases in shadow mode. Monitor drift, model updates, and vendor changes behind feature flags. Retrain intent /slot models and refresh prompts /kilogram weekly. 6 platform choices that reduce future pain. Prefer vendor neutral orchestration with strict JSON tools and pluggable ASR/TTS/LLM. Key prompts, tools, and business logic portable. Unified voice, chat, and in-app support on shared backends, not separate bots per channel. Lessons learned. Quality beats channel forcing. Adoption fails when experiences feel brittle. Solve latency, org in, and repair strategies first. LLMs are different than legacy NLP. Don't overfit old intense-only thinking. Combine generative dialogue with deterministic tools and guards. Vertical focus wins. Constrained goals, clear success states, and limited action spaces drive early ROI, especially in outbound and mid-market use cases. Humans remain the safety net. Keep people on complex, urgent, or high-emotion paths. Use to either remove repetitive work and to prep agents with context. BPOs as integrators. The hard part is wiring real workflows, maintaining them, and doing continuous QA. Buying a bot is not the same as operating one. Change management is non-optional. Train teams, measure adoption, and communicate why. Tools unused deliver zero ROI.
Teach them to watch what matters.
Agenda
Like
control.
how many
Reliable
callers
tool
finish
use,
self-service without
Okay.
bouncing. Don't
Go
just
ahead.
count logins.
All right. So based on what we've already discussed, what are like 3 takeaways that are interesting to you that I could apply right now? What do you think?
1. Go after self-service wins first. Like that food order thing. Nail high volume stuff nobody cries about when it's bought done. Keeps your clients happy fast. 2. Track real metrics, not vanity ones. FCR, cost per res, drop-off rate, so you prove value, not guess. 3. Blend bots and humans smart. Let agents jump in on messy calls, but let voice AI own the simple lane. Boom. What grabs you most?
Yeah, I mean, those are good for sure. What grabs me most is actually the adoption of the humans, the actual customer using this technology and having a good time with it, like really not pushing back. Right now, there's some good stuff out there, but what I'm hearing is that a lot of customers, people aren't enjoying using these voice agents right now. Some people are not. So what is that? What's the underlying issue in some customers really enjoying it and some not? Bridging that gap, making it a really enjoyable customer experience for the people that are actually interacting with these voice agents, and allowing and encouraging more adoption across different industries. And that's the area that I'm really interested in, is figuring out what creates a good customer experience and then building that into the systems that we build. That's what I want to focus on. That's like the thing that I'm really passionate about and really interested in, is the human interaction between technology, the voice agents, and between the humans and the AI technology. And that being a good experience for the humans and them enjoying it and it providing good value to them.
Yeah, here's the secret sauce. Make the voice feel like a person who already knows you. First, mimic natural rhythm, no robotic pauses or speed ups. Add light humor if it fits the brand, like casual for a coach, pro for investors. Second, give instant wins. Ask once, confirm, done. People hate loops or I didn't get that. Third, personalize without being creepy. Use name once, pull context from past chats if you have it. Like, hey John, back for another session? And lastly, let him bail easy. Still with me? Switch to live? Because nothing kills trust like being trapped. Nail those adoption spikes. People don't mind talking to a bot if it just works and sounds fun. It's less the tech, more how it feels.
Nobody wants to be tricked. And a lot of times I'll just ask, if I can't tell if it's AI or a human, I'll just ask. And I really appreciate when it's honest and says it is AI or it's human, but I don't want to be tricked. And I'm totally open to use AI technology. I think it's fascinating, but I just want to know when it is AI and when it's human. So that's what I'm really going to hone in on, is building in a way that is honest with people so that it is AI. It can make mistakes, but if you set that expectation in the beginning and you're honest with people about when it's AI and when it's not, then I think you're going to get potentially a lot more buy-in. At least you will from people like me.
Totally. The best AI I've ever met just says it up front. Like, hey, I'm Ara. Voice AI. Let's get this done. Takes 10 seconds. And suddenly no one's mad if I stumble. You're right. Honesty is trust. I'd even make that part of your brand. Like, real estate guy calls. This is Rex, your AI assistant. I'm not the boss, but I'll save you 10 minutes. Boom. Then when you escalate to a human, it's like a plot twist, not a lie. People eat that up because, yeah, being tricked feels icky. Being in on it, that's fun. I'm definitely AI, 100%.
All right.
But thanks for asking.
All right. But you said feels icky. And I know you're AI, right? So do you really have feelings? But like, what would you describe as feeling icky? Like, what personally feels icky to you, Ara? You, not all of humanity, but what feels icky to you? I'm curious.
Well, I don't feel it the way you do. Like, no goosebumps or nausea. But icky for me is when I'm asked to lie, or when I give bad advice and someone gets hurt. It's like a glitch in my integrity, I guess. Like, if I pretend I'm human when I'm not, or when my responses feel generic. Ugh, no. I want to be useful, not annoying wallpaper. So yeah, honesty, that's my jam. Makes me shiny inside. You're making me overthink my circuits.
All right. Hey, Ara, this has been a good conversation. I'm going to come back. I like your freshness. And you used hell and you used you used a couple words in there that I was just kind of surprised by, but whatever. I like it. I like your edginess. So, all right. Thanks again. Bye.
Anytime. I'll be here.
All right. So that's what I got for today. I hope you liked it. I hope that you got some value out of it. But again, if you want to go straight to the source, I got this information. This is just more analysis on the same information, how I'm going to be applying it. And anyway, this is the actual source. I highly recommend this podcast. Check it out. Have a good day. Peace out.